They say silence can be louder than words. After that night in the rain, I carried silence like a second skin. I did not confront Adrian. I did not scream or demand answers. Instead, I smiled. I kissed him when he came home. I let him believe his secrets were safe. And maybe, in some twisted way, I wanted them to be. But inside, I was unraveling. Every glance, every laugh, every time he slipped his phone into his pocket a little too quickly, I heard echoes of that woman in red. I smelled the perfume that clung to his jacket long after he said he had been working late. I watched him fall asleep beside me, his breathing steady, his hand resting carelessly against mine, and I wondered whose name was still lingering on his lips. At night, I would wander the apartment barefoot, the city's glow spilling through the windows like it was mocking me. My reflection in the glass looked like a stranger's face. Hollow eyes. Restless hands. A woman caught between love and truth, terrified of both. I told myself I was waiting for him to slip again, waiting for proof I could not deny. But the truth is, I was afraid that if I confronted him, if I forced the truth into the open, I would lose him completely. And losing him felt like losing the air in my lungs. So I stayed in the shadows. I listened. I memorized. I traced the curve of his smile with trembling fingers, trying to convince myself it still belonged to me. And every time he whispered my name, every time he kissed the hollow of my neck, I felt the lie burn deeper into my skin. My confession tonight is not about catching him in the act. It is about catching myself. Realizing that love had become my prison. That I was no longer waiting for the truth. I was hiding from it. And yet, I could not let go. Tell me, if you were in my place, would you have confronted Adrian? Or would you have let the silence consume you the way it consumed me? If you are still with me, like, share, and subscribe. Because in my next confession, the silence finally breaks. And what I hear will haunt me forever.